Tonight, a judge is weighing the future of Harvard's funding after the university and the Trump administration faced off in court.
And billions of dollars are at stake here. WBZ's Louisa Moller was inside the courtroom as they laid out their cases.
Hands off! Harvard! Hands off! Harvard! Dozens of Harvard supporters gathered outside Boston federal court, slamming the Trump administration's freezing of over $2 billion in grants and contracts to the elite school, much of which goes to scientific research, like Professor Walter Willett's study on nutrition and its links to cancer, involving more than 100,000 women since 1989.
This is just one example of the arbitrary and capricious weaponization of taxpayer money that is undermining the health of Americans.
Inside the courtroom, the discourse was also fiery. Lawyers for Harvard and the Trump administration both asking a judge to quickly decide whether Harvard should have its federal funding restored. The university argued the administration's move to freeze their funds was retaliation for Harvard refusing to comply with the demands of an April letter asking the school to make admissions and hiring changes and have outside scrutiny of some of its programs as a means to combat anti-Semitism on campus. And while Harvard admits there was some anti-Semitism, they say the government is misusing the Civil Rights Act by punishing all of Harvard's labs and grant recipients, regardless of whether they had anything to do with anti-Semitism. It's, quote, Alice in Wonderland, sentence first and verdict later, said Harvard's attorney Stephen Lahotsky. The attorney for the Trump administration laid out instances in which he argues Jewish students felt uncomfortable or scared at Harvard. But then he said the government has the right to end its contracts and move taxpayer money elsewhere. Quote, Harvard is here because it wants the money. It wants billions of dollars in grant dollars, and we know that, he said. The judge at one point questioning whether the administration can cancel contracts just because it disagrees with a certain viewpoint, calling it a bit mind-boggling. Now the case is in the hands of U.S. District Court Judge Allison Burroughs, and legal experts say schools around the country are watching.
But you see institutions in Minnesota and California. I mean, it's just like all over the country. They're definitely following this because it has implications for what it means for an institution to have autonomy.
President Trump also called for the case to wrap quickly.
I think we're going to probably settle with Harvard. They want to settle very badly.
But whoever wins the day, many legal experts say this case could be appealed all the way to the Supreme Court. In Boston, Louisa Moller, WBZ News.
Now, the administration isn't just using cuts in research grants to pressure Harvard. On May 2nd, the president posted that the IRS would strip Harvard's tax-exempt status, although current law does not allow a president to actually do that. May 22nd, the federal government took the first steps to revoke Harvard's ability to enroll international students, and Harvard's challenging that in court as well. And at the end of May, the government told all federal agencies to end any and all contracts with Harvard.